Hello YouTube, this is Wi-Fi Memory here today, bring you guys some more VGC 2021 action. Just starting off the video, I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. The plan is for me to actually be focused on YouTube for a little bit due to the holidays. Work has allowed me to have about 11 days off during this holiday season, and so I'm going to be, at least next week, I'm going to try and get some more uploads done. Probably working on a little bit for our January team as well. So if you have any suggestions, that will be the question of the day, is what do you want to see for our January team? And I do have a Nia Lego team idea. The only problem is I don't have Nia Lego in-game. And honestly, I don't even know how close I am to getting it. I've been kind of busy with work here lately, so I haven't even really completed a lot of the Crown Tundra. I've done some of the Crown Tundra, and as you can see, I got a Xurkitree. I mean, I've done a lot, and I can still. That big point of this vacation, I guess, is for me to try and get the game complete anyway. That would be ideal. But either way, I'm looking forward to this holiday break. We just got done with our Christmas, and it went well. It went very well. We all opened up gifts, and everybody was happy with what we got, and everything. And we got one more party to go to. Not even for sure what day it's going to be held on, but they're wanting to do a Christmas party after some of the family leaves, because some of our family members are afraid of the COVID-19, and just for respect of them, we want to we can wait until they go back home. They were out visiting from, I believe they're from Illinois. So yeah, it's a little bit of ways off. So we let them go and visit during the holidays, and then we'll end up having our Christmas party with them sometime, but I'm not even for sure when. But anyway, if you guys, I'm sorry for me rambling about, right? But if you guys look at our team, we've made a couple of changes. Looking at Whimsicott first, there is no Protect. I don't know if you guys want Protect or if you guys want Trick Room on this Whimsicott, but we're gonna rock out with Trick Room in this game, with these three games anyway. Whimsicott with the Trick Room can play very, very good, and I think with our team and how it's structured now, we don't necessarily have to rely on Whimsicott to be our full-time lead now. So having to Protect is not always necessary. Looking at another mon, we got Braviary. Braviary is kind of like our secondary tailwind setter / offensive mon. You know, if the right situations come up, Braviary is super clutch, super good. You know, nice little either lead, or we could bring it in the late game to get stuff done. We're bringing back Rotom Heat. Really and truthfully, with how Rotom Heat is, his typing really fits what this team needs. It's just I have problems with the overheat, but other than that, maybe we can get something going. I'm bringing back our Snorlax as well. This is a very defensive Snorlax with the Assault Vest, so this guy can take hits on both sides very well, and he dishes out surprisingly powerful attacks. The C-Bomb is good coverage against any water types. You know, if he's not burned, I believe it's about a 2 to a free hit KO on a Tapu Fini with those C-Bombs, which isn't bad because Tapu Fini ain't going to be doing much to Snorlax. Heavy Slam's there for nice little coverage. High horsepower, max Quake. So that helps with our special defense. The Heavy Slam helps with our defense. Body Slam's super clutch. If we wanted to Dynamax and go for max strike, we can lower our opponent's speed. That said, that really helps with speed control if we're almost about to outspeed something, but we don't think we can. We can max strike the turn before, and then we can outspeed. We do have a lot of protect mons on this team too, if you guys have noticed. So we're able to make those situations happen. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump into some of these battles. That was the rental code for the video. If you got for the team, so if you guys want to go out and try out this team, be honored. I'm honored for you guys to let me know in the comments down below if you guys did try it out, and if there's any changes that you would want to make, or if there's just, or if you have questions about certain matchups. I'm playing with this team till the whole month of December. This team has been very good, and it has its points where it's been really bad. I've made a lot of adjustments trying to make this team what it is today. The whole point of this team is to focus with Xurkitree and Xurkitree, and I feel like with this right here we can really focus with both mons very well. Looking at our opponent's team, he's got the Zapdos, Lapras, Arcanine, Dragapult, Tyranitar, and Xurkitree. Alright, so what do we want to lead? What do we want to lead? Alright, so I'm having a big feeling that he is wanting probably to get that Lapras set up somehow, right? Honestly, he's probably going to lead Tyranitar Xurkitree though. So let's punish it. Let's go Dracovish, Braviary. I want Xurkitree in the back to help out with the Lapras matchup. And then, really and truthfully, I'm okay with bringing Snorlax here. I think Snorlax late game could do super, super well. Snorlax can take a lot of hits, and then Snorlax can also dish out a lot of damage. Depending on who I Dynamax as well, because we're not probably going to be Dynamaxing. I mean, we could Dynamax turn 1 with the Braviary, because we might want to get those max Airstreams off. But it really just depends on what the situation looks like as well. Let's see what our opponent decides to lead with. Zapdos and Lapras. Okay. So, yeah, we misled just a little bit according to... Maybe our opponent was predicting us to lead like this too, though. But, yeah, we definitely don't have the lead favor. So, definitely a quick switch to Snorlax here. Snorlax with his Fit Fact ability. Fit Fact ability. Makes it to where... we don't take those ice type moves as effectively, you know? It don't hurt them as bad. I'm honestly thinking about max knuckling the Lapras, just trying to get some decent chip off on him. This gives Snorlax an attack raise as well, so this will overall I think benefit us the best. I am worried about the Zapdos maybe wanting to Dynamax over the Lapras, but we'll just have to wait and see what happens. And also this Lapras could be weakness policy, which would not be very fun to fight at all either. So we'll have to see what happens. At this point we do commit to our Dynamax as Braviary. More than likely our opponent is Dynamaxing the Lapras here, but it's not 100%. Yeah, there is the Lapras though. So more than likely they're going to be trying to go for the ice attack, maybe into our Braviary, which is a little bit of concern. Alright, so T-Mote goes out into our Snorlax. Like I said, my Snorlax takes the attacks pretty well. We get the max knuckle off. And now our Snorlax should be getting a nice little attack. Plus Braviary. Braviary gets a nice little attack boost as well. If we get probably one more max knuckle, we can go for probably a really strong resisted Tailwind, and it should do quite a bit of damage. That is if we can survive this Lapras. He goes for that max max residence, and now he's got the Roarville set up, which really is not in our favor. Right here, I think we just try and honestly, let's actually play around the Lapras, because I don't think Lapras in itself can do that much damage. It's always the fear of Lapras, you know? We can honestly just max guard Braviary this turn. The fear of Lapras is what makes a lot of players lose to it. So we'll just max guard Braviary and see what goes on. Max Geyser comes out probably into our... well, it is into our Snorlax, but we should take it pretty decent. Yeah, we do. Decent. I mean, I'm not in love with taking all this damage, but we take it. Body Slam will come out. This is a +1. Basically a neutral Body Slam, though, because of the Aurora Veil. We could go for another Body Slam right there. That might be the play. Go for a Body Slam. Go for Max Nuck into the Lapras and see what kind of happens. Okay, so Zapdos did outspeed us this time. Okay, so I don't know. Honestly, I don't remember if Zapdos outsped us the first time or not. I think it did, actually. But we just we made a switch or something. Do we take this? Because we're about half. We do not. Man, that don't look good. Don't look good. Let's Xurkitree and Dracovish come on out. And right here, I think it's just a simple double protect, and then we'll follow up with our attacks the next turn. We just want this Lapras to Undynamax at this point. Oh, duh. That was free turns. What am I talking about? Free turns. Okay, great. So we can honestly go for like a Thunderbolt. And I'm fearing the Zapdos wanting to go for like a I think either way he will get an attack off. If I went for Protect, yeah, let's do something like that. We'll Vicious Rend the Zapdos. We should be fine. Hurricane will come out. Ooh, don't get confused. Don't get confused. Don't get confused. Okay, great. So we at least take out the Zapdos. We should take out the Lapras. And we should be sitting okay in this scenario. Depends on really what he has in the back, and we don't get the KO. Uh-oh, he's about to get the KO on our Dracovish. Oh, man. Oh, man. You hate to see it, though. I still feel like our matchup against Lapras, though, is good. We have quite a bit of Mons. I felt like our lead was a little... We led wrong, and that's what cost us this game 1. But, you know, that's okay. It wouldn't be a Wi-Fi Merriman video if we didn't at least lose one battle, right? And it's usually the opener. So, I mean, that's just kind of what happens. We do get the D-Gleam off. That does get the... Don't even get the KO on the Lapras. We activate the weakness policy. Yeah. I mean... Of course, right? Crunch will come out. Maybe Lapras will miss his Hydro Pump or something, you know? You never know. But we'll never know. Because, well, you know. He Crunch and kill us. That's just the name of the game, right? Anyway. We'll continue battling. Because that's what professional gamers do on YouTube, right? Anyway. Knocks us down just a little bit, but I'm not too worried about that. Yeah, anyway. Let's go ahead and jump into battle number 2. Honestly, I just think the biggest thing how we lost that one was just the mislead. We didn't lead correctly. Our opponent led to counter what we wanted to lead. And it put us in a very awkward state. But going into game 2, hopefully we won't make that same mistake. Alright, so there is a Latios that has the potential to have Serve, and there's the Gastrodon. That could be a water Urshifu as well. So that main win con could be this Gastrodon. Not 100% for sure though. But I'm definitely going to be keeping that in the back of my mind. I think the lead that we want is Snorlax. And honestly, I'm thinking Dracovish so we can draw out the Gastrodon. But that might be a little too risky. We could go... Because I mean... I'm almost... Yeah, let's do Dracovish. Let's go Whimsicott. And honestly, I think Xurkitree is a great backmon in this game. Hits the things either super effective or hits them neutral. He doesn't really have a resist hit, you know. And if Xurkitree gets a +1, those resist hits will pretty much be Okos. Or if we're in electric terrain, Xurkitree just looks fantastic here. So we might actually want to think about Dynamaxing Xurkitree late game. Alright, so it's actually Metagross and Latias. Okay. So Snorlax and Dracovish is our lead. So I think what we want to do is definitely Body Slam. And let's go to Whimsicott to hopefully avoid the Dragon move. That would be fantastic. He actually switches Metagross out. Very interesting. Into Gastrodon. See, we pulled him out. We pulled him out really pretty early on in the game too. So that's fantastic. Let's go ahead and get that Body Slam off. It should do roughly half. Yeah, it's about a free hit KO according to what that looks like, but not really too worried about the Latias. Whenever I see this Gastrodon, I'm just like, let's get rid of Gastrodon. Not even going to worry about setting up a Tailwind. I think what we can do is go Moonblast. He switches Gastrodon out. Makes me wonder if he thinks our Snorlax has a Seed Bomb or not. We'll definitely be revealing it right now. So very, very interesting play. Turn one of your Tailwind. You don't try and go offensive at all. So I don't know if I agree with that idea. You know, I think you want to be as offensive as possible. I'm okay with just going for another Body Slam into the Latias. And we can go ahead and set up our own Tailwind now. Or we can try and preserve our Whimsicott. Because the Still move probably will be coming in, right? Only problem is, do we want to take that chance? I don't see him going for a Dragon move into our Whimsicott in this board position. I don't see it. So I think if we go back into our Dracovish, we should be fine. He does Dynamax, probably the Metagross. Like I said, if he's going for like Max Steel Spike into our Dracovish, we should take it pretty decently. Max Quake or something like that, we may not take as well, but I think we'll still survive. But right now, I think he's wanting to go after our Snorlax for sure. Goes for that Bulldoze, activates the weakness policy, so something is probably dead, if I had to say so. I don't know though, both my mons are relatively bulky. This Dracovish is pretty bulky. If he's going into Snorlax, this is going to do nothing. Max Hellstorm, okay. I mean, yeah, he was definitely trying to get the KO on our Whimsicott. But we'll get the KO on his Latias now, so we're pretty much sitting at a tie. He's just a little bit more set up, but that's okay. Because we got rid of your support mon. And that to me is... Really, it doesn't really matter how strong you are. If you don't have a good support mon, you're not going to do much good, you know. We can definitely go into Whimsicott now. I think all we're wanting to do is set up a Tailwind. Urshifu does come out though, so this makes it to where we might actually feel like wanting to go for a Moonblast in that slot, but I think we still, because of our opponent, he lost his Latias, so he probably don't have no way of setting up Tailwind, and Tailwind will be so useful in the late game, you know. So I think right now we'll just, if we can get this Body Slam off, we will. But I think Tailwind is going to be so useful because we're going to have, he actually switches Urshifu out. Interesting. Okay, I'll take some chip damage on your Gastrodon for sure. We'll get this Tailwind off, and now our opponent's Tailwind will peter out, and we should be at a very strong advantage. If we lose him on here, that's almost good. And he targets Whimsicott, which is fantastic. I'd much rather lose our Whimsicott and then use Xurkitree to kind of be like that big Dynamax hard hitter late game, you know. Gastrodon gets paralyzed. I think right here though, you will want to double into your Metagross, right? Honestly, how threatening is the Metagross looking at right now though, you know? How many more turns of Dynamax does it have too? He might be almost done with his Dynamax. And I'm sure he's only got like one more turn of Dynamax. So it makes me almost want to protect Xurkitree this turn and then go hard into the Metagross the following turns, you know? What does he got? Any plus attack? And I honestly think, yeah, let's go max guard. That way Xurkitree, we guarantee Xurkitree ain't taking no damage this turn. Because Xurkitree is going to be huge once this Metagross goes down. I'm okay with having 2 turns. Especially if I get the KO in this Gastrodon, we should be fine with 2 attacking offensive turns with our Dynamax. We should be fine. Because we'll KO the Metagross the next turn. And then, I mean, we might KO the Gastrodon this turn. There's that Max Quake, by the way. That would have done a lot of damage. C-Bomb will come out, connect to the Gastrodon. We KO it. And now, really and truthfully, I don't necessarily know what our opponent can do to stop our Xurkitree. Our Xurkitree is now set up, ready to go. It doesn't really have too many threats once we get rid of this Metagross. This Metagross should drop relatively easy. The Urshifu is going to want to go after Snorlax right now. And honestly, I'm okay with it. Let it go after Snorlax. Because we have Max Starfall, and we should outspeed it, so it forces him to go for Sucker Punch the next turn. If, you know, and we should just KO with Max Starfall. No problem. Max Lightning come out, we KO the Metagross. He KOs our Snorlax, we go for Max Starfall, and we should win the game. The hail should take him out enough to break his potential Focus Sash. So we are looking good for game number 2. Unless he can pull something crazy off. Close combat. Yeah, like I said, everything's pretty much predictable at this point. And those defense drops, it doesn't really help with him not surviving our attack. As you can see too, we got hit with the buff at first, so that means we'll be going first. So yeah, it's just easy. Honestly, any of those moves will probably KO him, but we'll just go for Max Starfall to get the win. No problem. Battle was canceled. Yeah, we had that one. Great game to my opponent though. And let's go ahead. We'll go ahead and jump into battle number 3, starting now. Anyway, yeah, I mean, I think at the very end we made a good force position. We at the very beginning we looked at Xurkitree, and we said Xurkitree is going to be a fantastic Dynamax mon. And then we just went from there to let Xurkitree do what Xurkitree does best. We set up a scenario where Xurkitree was going to thrive in. Alright, so looking at our opponent's team on this one. Neoligo, Moltres, Mamoswine, Whimsicott, Cinderace, and Spectrier. Spectrier always gives me problems. Always. One of the big reasons why I wanted to put Snorlax on this team is so we could actually try and start taking some of these Spectrier's attacks a little bit better. And honestly, I think we want to lead Snorlax. Snorlax, no, and maybe Rotom. Rotom does not look bad here. I just don't want... I want to counter that Neoligo potential, you know? So... we could go Braviary Dracovish, too, though. That wouldn't be a bad lead. Let's go Braviary Dracovish. Have Snorlax in the back. If I can do it real fast. And then the last one. I'm not hating on Rotom. I'm not in love with it though. Let's go with Xurkitree. Rotom's gotta earn my trust. That's the problem with Rotom, man. Rotom's gonna have to earn my trust again. With him missing all those overheats, it's hard for me to pick him. But hey, I have him now on this team for a good fire type. And if we feel like we need a good fire type, I'll put him in. You know, our opponent doesn't necessarily have... he doesn't have a team where we think, or where I feel like we absolutely have to have a good fire type to win this matchup. I think how we're leading will actually be... this is a pretty decent lead, I feel like. I want to go for Max Airstream. And I want to go for a Protect this turn. Reason being, this Spectrier is going to be really fast. And he hits really hard. And if he's going to go for... if he's going to Dynamax as well, or if he's going to go for an offensive attack, more than likely he's going to want to go straight into our Dracovish first. And protecting our Dracovish turn 1 to me just seems like it makes a lot of sense. So yeah, go ahead, get that Protect off. See what our opponent wants to do. He sets up that Tailwind. He didn't Dynamax though, so that hopefully our attack will do a lot of damage. Dracovish, we do avoid the Shadow Ball, which is fantastic. We get this Max Airstream off. How much damage are we looking at though? That thing lives. Spectrier just lives some attacks, you know? But that's okay. Alright, so we do know that he's wanting to go for Shadow Ball. So honestly, I just feel like another Max Airstream and go into Snorlax. The reason be... sorry, I almost fell out my chair. That would have been funny live. But yeah, if he goes for a Shadow Ball, we're gonna... Snorlax will take it very well. Switcheroo will come out. What are we getting? The eject button. Okay. Hyper Beam. Uh-oh. At least it didn't do that much damage. But man, I hate to see ourselves getting switched out like that. Do we get Pigwick who comes in though? I think we do. That's like one of the downfalls of eject button. That we get to kind of see or predict or see who we want to bring in. And right here, I think we just want to bring Dracovish back in. Alright, so definitely want to go for a Protect. Honestly, I feel like that Spectrier may want to go for a Protect too this turn. So I have, honestly, if it's up to Snorlax, we can honestly go into the Whimsicott. Oh wait, he has to recharge because of the Hyper Beam that he just did. So yes, let's go for that KO with Vicious Ren and go ahead and get a nice little heavy slam off onto the Whimsicott. Yeah, I forgot. You have to recharge. Okay. Ooh, so he has D-Gleam. That does quite a bit of damage to Dracovish, but not as much as Moonblast. So that's good. Alright, so Spectrier goes down. That's been always a pain in my butt, you know? Pain in my butt. Spectrier. But we take him out. We do... Yeah, we got the KO on Whimsicott. I always think Whimsicott's Focus Sash. That one obviously was Lumberry because we gave it the Lumberry. Actually, it was a Eject button, but you know, it is what it is. But we're actually still looking halfway decent. Granted, our opponent has a Dynamax and we don't. But we have really a decent... How many more turns of Tailwind do they have? One more turn of Tailwind. And I'm not too worried about either one of these mons. Though that's the big thing. Honestly, protect Dracovish this turn. No. Cinderace is going to want to go after Dracovish. Or go after Snorlax, right? With like a fighting move. So we could go... Braviary ain't going to be the one to take it the best. Honestly, I say sack Snorlax by just body slamming a Mamoswine. That's fine. We'll body slam Mamoswine. I think Cinderace is definitely Dynamaxing here, and I think it's going to be like a Max Knuckle into our Snorlax. And honestly, we might be able to take it. We're going Vicious Ren into the Cinderace. Next turn, though, our big play is going back into Braviary and getting our Tailwind set up, because I think that will be fantastic for the late game. Find a way to protect the Dracovish or something, but that's only if Snorlax goes down right now. So we'll see. He may not go down. Icicle Crash will come out. So Dracovish goes down, but not Snorlax. Okay. I'm fine with that. I'm still fine with that. Go nice little body slam though. There's Tailwind, now Peters. We can go into Braviary, and Braviary, it should be Cinderace, Braviary, then Mamoswine with the speed control chain. So one of two things will happen. Cinderace will target our he'll either target our Braviary and take it out, or we'll get our Tailwind off. Ishar will come out. We should take that. We do not though, because of that Max Knuckle. Oh, are you serious? Ooh, that's not good though. That's looking really, really bad now. Uh-oh. Yeah, now we lost our Snorlax as well. Now it's a +2 Cinderace. Against a Xurkitree too. Ooh. I believe in Xurkitree, don't get me wrong, but man, this is definitely looking like an uphill battle now. Definitely looking like an uphill battle. I felt like we had that one though. I think I just made like a misplay or something, but we'll protect. Stall out his last turn. Maybe he'll miss an attack, and we might be in a decent spot at that point. You know, our win con is for him to miss an attack or something. Mamoswine actually goes for protect as well, which is always fun. Max Airstream so he can get the speed boost. Okay, so that's almost sealing up the battle though, because now it's going to be Xurkitree that moves last. Yeah, that's not looking fantastic at all. So if I knew he was going to go for Airstream, I wonder if going offensive this turn would have been, or the last turn would have been better. Deagle won't pick up any KO. I think right now It's going to be a tough one, but let's try and Thunderbolt the Cinderace to see if we can get the KO. Like I said, though, it's going to be really tough. Maybe he misses his Pyro Ball. That would be huge. He does not. Anyway, great game to my opponent. Yeah, so guys, let me know. I'm going to be off this whole Christmas break. Let me know what kind of team you guys want me to build. Yeah, other than that, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. We did get one win, and I did do a recording earlier, and I will be probably uploading it as well. But the microphone did not get picked up at all, which it was my fault. I didn't have the right settings on. But so I will probably edit it, and then I will probably post narrate it, and that might be either tomorrow's upload or the upload after that. I don't know yet, but we'll figure something out. Anyway, guys, if you guys did enjoy, let me know in the comments down below. Like and subscribe if you are new. And this is Wi-Fi Merriman signing out. Peace.